Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to be back. If you didn't see in my community post, I was in Florida last week. I'm so sorry that I missed this past week's uploads, but I'm here. I am still playing catch up. I had a wonderful time. I got to see friends and family. I was so excited to meet face-to-face my YouTube bestie, Clara Barrera. I will pop up her picture and of course a picture of us from Florida. Be sure to check out her channel. She is a lovely, lovely person. She's so honest and yet kind. She does drugstore, she does luxury. Be sure to check her out and subscribe if you haven't already and let her know I sent you. So I have my favorites from the month of March in front of me. There really weren't many fails. Most of the makeup that I tried was either okay or fabulous. So I put the more fabulous items in front of me. I put a face together. I do have two different foundations on. You'll see in my demo, I do a side-by-side for you. I will have everything that I'm playing with today listed and linked in the description box below. Some of those links are affiliate links, so if you shop with those links, I want to thank you so much because I do make a small commission and it does support me and my channel. So if you want to see me put this look together and find out what wowed me in the month of March, then just keep watching. I had two things on my face when I started filming. Just for the sake of time, I have my #1 brow pencil, should I say brow pen on. This is the Anastasia Brow Stroke brow pen. I have mine in the shade Soft Brown. I really like the ease of application with this. I don't get too much product. It's easy to make those hair-like strokes. It's got a spoolie on the other end. It's really fabulous. Speaking of which, I forgot my brow glue. My favorite, if you're not aware, is the Sephora collection, but I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place setting spray, and because I can't seem to find a spoolie, I found this little brush here. It has Ardell on it. It might have been from the Ardell brow glue. And you can either spray your brows or spray your brush, and this works just the same. It's like hairspray for your brows. There we go. We don't want those brows falling. So the Anastasia brow pen I had on, and then I put my favorite eyeshadow primer, the Ulta Matte Veil eyeshadow primer. Top two products I want to talk about for the eyes. I'll start with the one that I'm not wearing, and it is this one from RMS Beauty. This is their Redimension Hydra Eyes Quartet in Midnight Bloom. I did an RMS video showing this, and this I do think is really pretty. In my opinion, it is 4 one-and-done shades that have a medium intensity. Not too soft, but not super bold either. Those are the 4 shades. You've got your warm, your cool, your pop of color teal, your taupey gray, really pretty. It does come with a brush with a sponge tip and a brush on the other side and a mirror. RMS is one of my very favorite brands. I'm very happy to have that. I'll probably be traveling with it, maybe when I go to the beach in June. And the one that I'm wearing, I spoke about in the beginning of March. You heard about her Cool palette in February because I got that one first, and then I just couldn't help myself. I picked up the nude. This is the Natasha Denona Luxe Glam palette in the nude variation. Gorgeous packaging, nice big pans, a mirror, and this one, I'll go ahead and swatch these shades. Everything you need. You've got a deeper brown shimmer, a champagne shimmer, we've got the mid-tone brown, and then I believe down here is the darker brown. So you can see the difference in the two palettes. Do you have to have this palette? You do not. Her 5 pans are lovely, lots of variations. I will just say that as a collector, I think you would appreciate it if you collect Natasha palettes. If you like bigger pans, if you like a mirror, if packaging gets you, then you would want this. It's $48 as compared to, I believe, $27 or $29 for the 5 pan. I'm happy to have this one and the cool one, and I wouldn't be surprised if I picked up the rosy one. The only note that I will make is that This champagne is a little bit looser packed, so I would absolutely suggest that you do your eyes first. You can get a little bit of fallout, nothing too crazy. Today I did a halo eye. I took the mid-tone brown and went all over the crease, and then I took the deeper brown and put it on the inner and outer corner, and then I took the champagne across the top. I did not use this shade today, but as you can see, it would be a gorgeous one and done. On my bottom lash line, I have been obsessed with shadow sticks as of late, and this NARS Strip Down is just the most beautiful brown. I love this tone. I will put this under my eyes and then set it with some shadows. So today I put this on the inner and outer, and then I set it with the deepest shade in the palette, and then I put a little bit of the champagne in the center. And for my bottom waterline, when I'm wearing a warm look, I've been loving to put in a pop of blue. It is called Chaos from Urban Decay. This is their 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and I really enjoy this in my waterline. It just takes a neutral everyday look and takes it a little bit further without looking crazy. Wears really well, easy to put on, really nice liner. I spoke a lot about the brand Kulfi in March, and this liner, it is called the Underlined Kajal Liner. I can't read the shade, but it's black. I'm very much enjoying this liner. It just glides on really easily. It's very inky. I know my friend Julie, Wygo Warrior, I will pop up a picture and of course link her channel. Make sure you check her out. She's fabulous. She wanted to know if it transferred, and unfortunately I can't confirm today because as you can see I have something in my bottom waterline. But I will say, Julie, that I put this on and very little, if not zero, transferred down to my bottom waterline, and definitely not smearing on my face. Wears a very long time. I think the packaging is cute. I love Kulfi. I think I moved into primers next, and I have on this side the Say. This is the Dewy Gel Primer. This one is in the shade Rose Glow. I got this in a subscription box, and I have it on this side of my face. It does have a rosy glow to it, as it implies. I don't think I could ever wear that by itself, but what I like to do is wear it with a matte foundation, as you will see. The texture is nicer than any illuminating product that I've ever used. I really like that lightweight gel. So this, yes, if you're looking to add more glow, if you're looking to take down a matte finish of a foundation, yes. And on this side of my face, I have this product that the brand Ilona sent to me kindly. This is the Liquid Crystal Primer, and this one does feel heavier than the Say going on my face, but it's very smoothing. It does blur a little bit more. You'll see in the demo that this side has a lot more glow, and sometimes I feel like glow can add texture or emphasize texture, whereas on this side it looked much smoother. Not matte. There's still a hydration, there's still a glow, but not as shiny as this side. Now for foundation, on this side of my face, I put the new NARS Matte Foundation, and I do really enjoy this even on its own, but I do like it even more with the Say Glowy Primer underneath it. It is pretty full coverage. It is, I would say, soft matte leaning straight matte. It is long wearing. I don't think I like it as much as the light reflecting foundation from NARS, or this one. I believe that I've spoken about this on my channel. If I haven't, I apologize. But also in March, I picked up the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is what I brought to Florida with me because it's got sunscreen 30 in it. I thought a little extra sunscreen can't hurt. This one is also blurring and beautiful and not too shiny. If you want to see a video with that, I can show you, or editing Jen will check. But I do like this. If you're looking for matte, this one probably makes my skin look the smoothest. And on my left, I went with the foundation that Ilona sent to me. This is the High Resolution Foundation. It is in the shade Real Bisque. And again, beautiful smoothing. I like that it's a squeeze tube, easy for travel, no issues whatsoever. If I had to choose, I think this side of my face looks better than this side. You have to tell me what you think, but it could also be a personal preference. This wears really well. Little tip for foundation, put as little as you can get away with on your face. I use a pump for my face. Today I tried to measure out a half a pump for each side of my face because I was using 2 different foundations. Fantastic tip if you find that your foundation is looking heavy. So when I use a very thin amount of foundation, sometimes the coverage is not as much as it could be, but I'll take that for the lighter, less makeup-y look. Use a skin-colored concealer to fix any problems that have not been covered by that foundation. And as you know, the NARS Creamy Matte Concealer is my #1. My spot right here, it's so teeny tiny, you probably never even see it, but I do. That darkness, I take a little dense brush and go boop, and then I have a vein over here and boop, and it's my magic eraser, and it's gone. My shade is Madeline. And for concealer, this is not new, but because I've been loving Kulfi so much this month, I grabbed their Main Match concealer, and mine is in the shade Ice Ice Berry. Does a fantastic job. Creamy, medium to full coverage, not drying, lovely. I've only got 3 bronzers on today. Technically 1 is a contour. The first one is the Haus Labs. This is her Precision Sculpt Shaping Balm. I have mine in the shade Angle. I put that one a little bit lower on both sides of my face. Really nice contour stick. You could put it directly on your face. I prefer to just draw on my hand and then buff it out with a brush. Really pretty. I love the packaging. I've been reaching for this one a lot. Right above that, I tried the RMS Buriti bronzer. I'd had a sample once before, but I picked up the big one when I got the eyeshadow palette, and this one is gorgeous. If you're looking for glowy, bronzed skin, this could be gorgeous. It is a balm texture, but it does not stay sticky. It dries down very fast. So I put that right above the Haus Labs. This will be a nice, easy grab for the summertime, I'm sure. And then I moved into setting powder, nothing new. I'm gearing up for that Sephora sale, so I grabbed my Sephora Blur It Pink Powder. It does a great job under my eyes. Very, very lightly around my face. I'm using less powder than I ever have in my life, and I think it's because I have more mature skin and I'm noticing that more powder can look really heavy. I didn't bring it in here, but I have been enjoying the One Size Powder Melt. If I go too far, I will spray my face down with that and wait for that to dry. You do have to be careful. Once I used it in my eyeshadow crease, so I don't know if I went too heavy and it was on my eyes. So when I spray, I'll keep my eyes shut and then I'll get a fan and wait for it to dry down a little bit, but that really helps if you've gone too far with the powder, but easier to just not go too far with the powder. So I used the pink powder. I like that it's got a little puff. I make sure that I take off the excess, set my eyes, my T-zone, and that's it. This does a nice job blurring without looking heavy or dry. And then I wanted to set with powder bronzer, and if you were not aware, Too Faced, the Chocolate Soleil powdered bronzers, they've just recently expanded their shade range. I used to have, I believe it was milk chocolate years ago. I loved that powder bronzer. It smelled so good. I just had it too long. So I picked up a new one in the shade Chocolate Toffee. It smells so yummy. You've got a mirror, you've got the pretty imprint, and now I love that they have more shades for everyone. This is a gorgeous powder bronzer. And to set, this might be my favorite product of the month, this blush from Haus Labs. This is their Color Fuse Blush in Fire Moon. It's just such a Jenny shade. It is a peachy, browny nude. I feel like I can wear it with anything. In the summertime, I can use it as a bronzer type situation. It's very blurring, it's very long lasting. I love the packaging, I love the imprint. I want more. For mascara, back to Kulfi. I had their Batty Lash Mascara. This is a tubing mascara. It did an amazing job with my lashes. I'm in a tubing mascara obsession right now. I have a lot in my collection. I'm starting to put together a video for you to rank them. I did 2 this morning. I did some drugstore. I put the e.l.f. against the Makeup Revolution. I will continue working on that. You will see it soon, but I do really love this Kulfi tubing mascara. It gives nice length. You can continue to build to get good volume. It does beautifully on my bottom lashes. I've been using tubing mascara on my bottom lashes for years, just assuming that it wouldn't give me enough on top, and some of them do. But stay tuned. I will let you know which ones are the best, but this one has been a favorite in the month of March. My lip liner fave was also from Kulfi. Very new. This is a new concept to me. It is a lip stain lip liner, but it's different than the one from Huda. It is a traditional texture of a lip liner, but what happens is when this lip liner fades, the color stays. It's super creamy. I wish that it was a sharpen. It is not, so you do have to be careful not to lose control. Today I lined my lips, I filled in my lips, and just to take a little bit of that matte look away, I pulled out my Dior Lip Glow oil. Haven't played with this in a while. It is lovely. Can't read the shade, but I will pop it up. I think it's like mahogany. Minty, not sticky, one of my favorites. But the Kulfi lip liner, really nice, and it comes in many, many shades if you're not the brown lover that I am. I set my face with this Juvia's Place setting spray. I may have mentioned this last month, but this Ready Set Sealed, really, really like it. I've been reaching for this just as much as my one size, and it is about, I believe it is half the price, maybe $10 less expensive. Really nice. You can pick this one up at Ulta. Does the same thing. Dries immediately. Actually does not smell as bad as the one size. Still smells like hairspray, but it doesn't take your breath away like the one size. A couple skin products that I wanted to mention before I let you go. I have been using a new sunscreen. This is from Sephora Collection. This is the Daily Sunscreen Cream. It's got 15.5% zinc oxide, a sheer finish. It gives a little bit of a glow to the face. Really, really like that. And then the brand Salt Air sent me some PR that I just have to mention. I am not required to speak about these items, but I've been enjoying them so very much, I want you to know. This is the Seascape Skin Nourishing Serum Body Wash. I've had this in my bathroom for the past month, and the bottle is so big, you don't even need a full pump. It feels so luxurious on your skin. It smells like a spa. I was a little bit concerned because I usually use sensitive skin body wash. Some of the scented stuff that I've tried in the past, like from Bath & Body Works, has made me very, very itchy. This does not do that. It's a lovely spa experience in the shower. They also sent me this Pink Beach Nourishing Body Oil. This one smells like a spa, but just a little bit sweeter. And wow, it is so lovely going on the skin. It feels a little bit thick. I just warm it up in my hands first, and I'm telling you, tomorrow I will wake up and my skin still feels so incredibly soft. Really have been enjoying this one. And then the last one they sent is this Retinol Revive Overnight Body Lotion. I have to admit, I have not remembered to put this on my body at night, but what I have been doing is using it on my hands. I have this right in my bathroom, and I will put this on my hands, on my neck, on my arms, you know, the parts that are showing before you go to bed. And wow, has it made a difference in the softness of my hands and my cuticles. Really, really enjoying. Look at my crazy nails. Are they fun? Thank you to Salt Air for sending these to me. So gorgeous. I will link those as well. That completes the video. I had a great month. I traveled, I saw friends, I played with fun new makeup. Stay tuned. I will have that mascara video coming. Stay tuned. I'm going to put together a little something for the Sephora sale that's coming. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up, and of course, leave me that comment, even if it's just a heart, to let me know you were here. I thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.